What a day of football yesterday, gang, huh? What a day of playoff football. Dayball, man. Brian Dayball. Start with the Giants. Giants are back, man. Giants are back. 31-24 over the Vikings. And this is really, really great win for the Giants. This is an upset win. Let me pull up the glasses here to get some stats here. But just to break it down for you really quickly. Daniel Jones, 301 yards. He was 24 for 39. Saquon Barkley had 53 rushing yards with 2 touchdowns. And then Hodgins, 105 yards, okay, with 1 touchdown receiving. Kirk Cousins, 273 yards. He was 31 for 39. Cook, 60 yards rushing. And Hawkinson, 129 yards receiving. But the bottom line is the Giants won, and that's what counts. They're moving forward. They are moving forward. Tonight's a big one, Cowboys versus the Buccaneers. I mean, the over-under on that's 45.5, and the Cowboys are actually 2.5-point favorites in that game. So we'll see what happens with Tom Brady versus Dak. I mean, you can never count out the Buccaneers when they're in the postseason, especially when Tom Brady's at the helm, no matter what team he is. So can't count them out. So they could very well beat the Cowboys. Which, it makes an interesting bye week for the Eagles. We're going to see what's going to be their next opponent next weekend. So it's going to be really, really interesting. But Giants, man, I'm still excited about that. Now let me pull the glasses back up because the other games, we got Dolphins over the Bills. 34-31 Bills over the Dolphins. It was closer than I thought it was going to be. It was much closer. With Josh Allen and the rest of them are on fire, man. Let's pull up the stats really quickly. And 45 attempts yesterday in passing for the Dolphins. 18 for 45, so not great, but they've still scored. This is Thompson's stats: 220 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. He was sacked 4 times though. And then Josh Allen was 23 for 39, 352 yards, kind of in line with their season averages or close to it. Three touchdowns, 2 picks. He was sacked 7 times. So this was a defensive mauling game. And then the offensive side, 52 rush long from Diggs had 114 receiving yards, and Wilson had 23 rushing yards. Hill had 69 receiving yards. So not offensive outbursts, but there were a lot of stuff all across the board. The quarterbacks were pretty impressive yesterday. So, but more likely, more specifically Josh Allen. Now to the last game, the Ravens-Bengals. 24-17 Bengals over the Ravens. This one surprised me too. It really did. Huntley had 226 yards, 17 for 29, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Dobbins 62 yards rushing. Robinson 49 yards receiving with 1 touchdown. Burrow had 209 yards, was 29 for 32, 25 for 32 with 1 touchdown, 3 picks. And Burrow 9 rushing yards. And Jamar Chase, 84 receiving yards with 1 touchdown. Burrow also rushed for a touchdown. So that's what we have there as well. So, right now, you have the Bengals moving on. You have the Bills moving on. You have the Jaguars moving on. The Niners moving on. And the Giants moving on. And tonight we'll see who moves on. The Buccaneers or the Cowboys. But that's the first round right there. It's exciting football so far. And with some surprises in there, of course. But that's what we have right now. So be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you haven't subscribed. Especially if you're a Giants, Jets, Bills fan. Those are my 3 teams I talk about the most. We got 2 of them in the postseason right now, moving forward. The Giants and the Bills. So that really, really excites me. And I'm still curious to see what's going to happen. There's a lot of talk about potentially Lamar Jackson to the Jets as an option. And they still need an offensive coordinator too. But it's going to cost them a hell of a lot to get a guy like Lamar Jackson. So I'm not exactly sure I would do it. But that's what they might do. I don't know. We'll see, but that's what we got for you right now. Have a great week, everybody, and I'll talk to you next time.